Hi, I'm Angel Qinan. I'm a registered nurse and an actress, and welcome to Trans Sisters TV. Ally?
And my name is AllyCat Castle. I am a professional makeup artist for the major news network. I am also Angel's older sister by 3 years. And I'm also a proud transgender woman. There you go. Back to you, Angel.
Yes, and tonight our topic is online dating. And what's best about tonight is I'm with two other gorgeous ladies. Please introduce yourselves. Lee.
Hi, everyone. Happy whatever it is and wherever, what time you're watching. My name's Lee Falnarte. I'm your Queen Shadow Terra, and I'm one half of Miss Jarly Talks. I'm an actor, a model, and I love her. No, not really.
Ate Sonia, are you on, Ate Sonia? Can I hear you?
We are live, mabuhay in the Philippines. Welcome. I'm Sonia, the only one, and I'm a fashion stylist and a former beauty queen. And welcome to the Transistors TV show.
Yes.
And of course, yes, go ahead, Angel.
Yes, Ally.
Well, and of course, tonight's episode is about online dating. Let's say hi to some people in the live chat. Well, so far, I only see our very good friend, Dylan, Tactical Gaming. Hi, Dylan. How are you doing?
Hi,
and,
Dylan. Hi, Tactical Gaming.
So to everyone who's watching, just in case, in order for you to know where the live chat is, if you actually look, oops, am I on?
You're still on. I mean, but let me show them mine. So.
Oh, here. Okay. So if you actually look through your phone, see, that's all of us right there. There's the thumbs up, which I hope you would put right now. And there's a thumbs down. There's the live chat right here. You press that right in the middle and look, everyone is there. So that's actually how you can join us in the live chat.
And hi, mom. Hi, badass video of pure awesomeness. Hello, ladies. And then Kuya Ram, hello. And Tactical Name
Ate Maricel.
Okay. And hi, Ate Maricel Abalos. And talking about online dating, we were having a little bit of technical difficulties earlier. So that's why we started a little bit late, like 5 minutes. So thank you very much for everyone who has been patiently trying to get in. So you didn't miss anything if you're just coming in, because we were actually having technical difficulties earlier. Let me start with that. I mean, when you're on online dating, if the other person is having technical difficulties, how do you know that they're not just like ghosting you, or if it's technical difficulties? Has anybody experienced that?
So Lee, would you like to answer that question first?
How would you know if they're not ghosting you? You wouldn't. I mean, but like, no, I had an experience one time. So since we were dating long distance, we met like through a what do you call this? A dating app. There was one time when his dating app was not working. He had to his Facebook Messenger wasn't working. He didn't know what was going on. He kept on opening it up, but he couldn't get it to it. So he had to re-download everything. And then like it was the morning, and then he messaged me like probably at nighttime and saying like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like not talk to you. I was trying to talk to you, blah, 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 this and that. But yeah, so there are some technical difficulties sometimes, especially when you're dating online or overseas.
Yeah.
See, always well said with Miss Lee. Well, right now, let's just start really to define what online dating is. So according to Oxford Languages, online dating is a noun. And it also says that online dating is the practice of searching for a romantic or sexual partner on the internet, typically on a dedicated website. There you go. Oh my gosh. Do you agree with that definition? How about you, Ate Sonia? Do you agree with that definition?
I agree. Agree with that. Of course, you can find love, dating, personal things, friendship, also on online. And why not? It's the new millennial. So let's
So Ate Sonia, because you agree
explore
with the definition, does it mean you use online dating for both dating and hookups?
where you can find go nang go.
So
Where
now,
you
okay.
can find go nang go na go.
Well, okay. So let me ask like the first question when it comes to like online dating, right? So what are the advantages of online dating? So let's start with the positives. So who would like to go first?
I think advantages is you can do online dating from anywhere. So if you're at home, or if as long as you have the time and you have the cell phone, then you kind of can do the online dating. So it widens the range of the market, I think. So so I think that's one benefit of online dating.
Yeah, and one benefit also of online dating is that there's actually different apps now that you can actually go through depending on the kind of personality that you have. Like, for example, if you are the kind of woman who's kind of like more domineering or dominant, there's actually Bumble, right? And then there's like different kinds of dating apps as well, depending on your religion. Like, for example, I do have a lot of like very I have a lot of Jewish friends, and they've actually have found very successful relationships through JDate, right?
Yeah.
And then, of
Mhm.
course,
I've
there's the
heard of that.
traditional free dating apps such as OkCupid. There's also like Tinder. There's plenty of fish, and so on and so forth. There's also like different ones such as like transgenderdate.com, tsdating.com. So on and on and on. So how about you, Lee? What do you think about that? The
Uh,
advantages of online dating.
so basically, with online dating, I know not a lot of people read the profile when it comes to like the other gender, like the other spectrum of the gender. But for the most part, at least you can already disclose and you can identify yourself. A lot like a good thing right now because of innovation and also of visibility. Like you can actually put that you're a trans person on your gender on a lot of dating online dating sites, and that's a plus so that you don't have to disclose after. You can already like show that right away. Another thing that I think is important is like you can safeguard yourself more when it's online. Like you can there's your ability to put in guards or safety so that you won't feel threatened, whatnot, and then you can get to know somebody first before actually trying to meet them in person.
Yeah,
There
so you
you
don't feel the
go.
pressure right now.
Exactly. So, Angel, before you answer the question, and Ate Sonia, let's just say hi to some people. So, again, Nikki Despi's here. Hi, Nikki Despi. And hello,
Hi.
Jared. Nice to see you here. Okay.
Hi,
So,
Jared.
Dylan said, he actually answered, he said, oh Lord, online dating, the only kind of dating I've tried and never worked out except one relationship, which ended up being super toxic. Well, Dylan, don't ever give up. You know, there's more fishes in the sea. Yes. And
Plenty
then
of fish.
and then and then Jared said, "Life in Plastic," or of course, infamous Barbie channel. He said, "I've never heard of Bumble. Bumble is actually where it's the woman who messages the guy first. There you go. Because I guess some women don't want to be bothered being messaged. So in Bumble, I heard is that you message the guy first. There you go. And then,
Yeah. So
hi,
Lee
Kuya
is
Ram
on
again.
Bumble. If anybody's watching and wants to connect with Lee, Lee has Bumble.
There you go. Okay. Ate Sonia, how about you? What's an advantage for you of online dating? A quick advantage.
A quick advantage is that you can connect with somebody, as what Angel said, anywhere and anytime and any preference that you can choose. So it's very advantageous, and of course you have the right to choose. That's the advantage of it, and you can just quit if you think that it is not for you. So it's just a quick fix and quick mixing with people.
So is it
Yes.
like a
Okay.
carinderia? It's open 24/7.
Like a convenience store to make it
Well, we actually have a very
international.
good friend. I actually just want to say, one of my questions here is that it actually says that can online dating be a success? And in one of our viewers, she actually replied, our very dear friend Nikki Despi. She said, I met my fiance through TS dating. And now we are going for 9 years. So definitely we can see that there is a success in online dating. Thank you so much, Nikki, for
Yes.
sharing
Well,
that wonderful
I
story of yours.
also met my boyfriend through online dating, and we're together for 5 years. And Kuya Ram also said Anthony and him are turning 17 years on February 2nd, and they met online and still together.
Happy anniversary!
Happy
Yes!
anniversary, and congratulations, Nikki and Kuya Ram.
And then Tactical Gaming said, our dear friend gamer Dylan said, I've tried Tinder, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, Meet Me, OkCupid, and the only women that have ever messaged me were spam bots, scammers, or women looking to sell their homemade adult content. Well, that means those are the fake ones, Dylan. So just delete them, just block them, and you're good to go. And you're on to the next person. Okay, now, what the second question is, what are the disadvantages of online dating? So, who wants to go first with this question? Well, maybe I'll go first since I've been like asking everyone who wants to go first. Well, one disadvantage I guess of online dating is like in the beginning you don't know who's saying the truth or not. But I think while you're talking to the person, eventually you will be able to have an idea if this person is fake or not. Do you agree? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. There's so many times I've met a
Yes.
guy and they don't look the same as their pictures. I feel like that's called like catfishing. So definitely
Yes.
that's one disadvantage. The other one I would say is probably they don't in on the opposite hand, like so on my end, they don't see the whole package. Like because online there's only so much you could like write and like show pictures and everything, but they can't see everything, so it's like less organic in terms of getting to know the person. Sometimes it's the aura and like the energy that the person brings in, and sometimes you don't see that online. So that's one disadvantage I can share.
Lee, what do you think? What's the disadvantage you think?
I think for me, like since it's online, and I think online is a very dangerous, can also be very dangerous because people can be emboldened. Like you're not really face to face with somebody. So things that you might not say to somebody face to face, when you're online, sometimes you just say it and it can be really annoying, it can be hurtful. Like just like people ask questions that, especially as a trans person, people ask questions that I don't think
It's appropriate.
it's appropriate, yeah, for that, like right away, right out of the bat. Or I just get a lot of penis pictures. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I want to see you smile first before you send me a dick pic. I mean,
I know. Well, but you know what, Lee? That's pretty much common with most like trans women. I heard that also with some women they also experience that as well. So it's quite unfortunate. How about you, Ate Sonia? Can you give us your answer?
A disadvantage.
The disadvantage, it is very a risky thing. So it may go to the better, it may go to the bad, or it is just very risky. But of course, enjoy the chatting, the getting to know each other, and it's just not physical, but of course it is more on guard. You have to be on guard, and you have to be really. You just have to enjoy who are you chatting with. Just don't think of 10 years after. Just
Well,
at the moment.
Sure.
Right. Well, I
Ayaw mo
think
ng
one
friend
great
mo.
thing about speaking to someone online first is that first and foremost, I think like at least for us, for me, if ever, I would read the profile first, right? Just for you to have an idea if you're kind of like on the same page as this person. And then after that, of course, you get to see the pictures and things like that. You chat with the person. Then after you chat with the person, you get to see if you really connect. And then it's up to you now if you want to connect outside of the app or outside of wherever it is that you met. And then from there, hopefully through technology like FaceTime and everything, you get to talk to the person. Here's Lee's profile. And then after that, hopefully my advice is meet in a public place, hopefully where there's a lot of people, just so that most likely it's safer for you. Okay, now let's read some of the comments right here. Badass Video said, yeah, online dating never worked for me. I'd either get no response or a woman would try to scam me for money. I know there's actually some scammers there too. And that actually is not just with women. There's actually a lot of men scammers too online. And
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
crazy, you know?
Yes.
And on the other hand, though, one of our very dear friends here also said that from Salmon is my color, I'm so embarrassed to admit meeting my husband on Craigslist 11 years ago, but we have been married now for 10 years. Oh my God, Craigslist!
Craigslist, very iconic.
Yes.
That's so timeless. And wait,
Kuya Jared also said, I also met my husband 12 years ago online. So for the ones who met their partners online, what are those websites or apps or whatever you used to meet them? It was Tinder. It was actually Facebook and then Tinder. That's where I met Matt. So it's interesting to see Craigslist works, you know. So I mean, I guess it's really luck on who you meet up.
Yes, luck.
so
It's
the
all
next
luck.
question is, right, do you think that online dating is a taboo? Or what is your point of view in regards to how people see online dating?
No. It's not a
Angel,
taboo.
okay, Ate Sonia, what is it? What's your point on that? What's your take?
It's not a taboo. Every time that there's always a dating thing, even before everybody says it's a taboo. It is a process of meeting someone and finding good relationships. So why meeting people be a taboo? It is a great moment in life. And if, as Angel said, it's all luck. It's all luck.
Right.
It can be or not. Swipe left, swipe right.
Oh, look at that. I love those words, the wisdom from Ate Sonia.
Tinder.
And I think that also, one thing about online dating, for me, this is just how I see it, okay? Well, it's the same thing, let's say, just like how it was, 20 years ago? If you go to a bar and meet someone as a stranger, it's the same thing. The only difference that you're online versus if you meet someone in person. You know, the only thing is that sometimes, though, online, it's true what they say. Sometimes some people post pictures and then you meet them, then, you know, it's like a catfish, as they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so,
I think in terms of it being taboo, of course, my view is it's not, because that's how I met my partner. But when I researched on Pew Research Center, they said that only a small share of Americans say that they have been in a committed relationship with or married someone they met through a dating site or app. Only, hulaan nyo how many percent of people have met serious committed relationships or married somebody through a dating app?
60%?
5.
20.
It's 12%.
I
Oh,
wish.
wow.
So, I mean, by looking at that statistic, it's almost like, I mean, it's possible that it could be viewed as taboo.
Yeah.
Although they did say that the shares are higher among LGB adults, as well as those ages 18 to 49. So just a
So
trivia.
it's for a younger generation for sure. I mean, like a lot of people are really busy right now, and then a lot of people, they don't even need to do dating sites so that they can meet somebody. They can just like meet somebody through Instagram. Somebody can just slide into somebody's DMs, TikTok, Facebook. You know, it's not necessary for you to be
Yes.
in
Dating.
a dating app for you to meet somebody online now. Even like gaming, you can meet somebody through gaming. There's a very famous BL love in the Philippines called Game Boys, and they met through gaming. And that story was like, if anybody's watched that,
Is it based
seen
on
that,
real
like,
life? Is it based on real life? That
I
story.
don't think so, but then like it's something that they talked about, and it's like it's something that they showcased, and it was done during the pandemic, so it's beautiful. But at the same time, for something to be showcased and a lot of people watch it means that for a lot
It's
of
a
people that are
community.
younger generation, you know, it's not that
It's
taboo
accepted.
anymore.
It's a community. It's
Well,
a
I don't
community
know if this
already.
is-
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't know if this statistic is just for dating site or app, but really our topic today is online dating, which could include Instagram and Facebook and online gaming.
Yes.
At least that's
Yeah.
my view of it.
Any
Oh,
app,
Ali.
any app, any app.
Okay, now let's read some of the comments. So one of the comments basically, like for example, what Dylan said, right? A YouTuber that he knows, a YouTuber that he watches met his wife because she was a fan of his at one point. See, so fairy tales can happen too, right?
Yeah.
And
See?
actually, and look, Life in Plastic, our dear friend Jared, our famous Barbie channel, who's an economics teacher at the same time, said 15%. That's very close to the 12%, Angel.
Yeah,
See,
very
very
close. So
smart.
you're the winner. If this is like the price is right, you're the closest one. And he answered where they met with his husband.
Oh
Can you
my God,
guys
manhunt! Oh my gosh! Jared, manhunt! Talagang manhunting. Well, that's so cute though, right? See?
Yeah,
Like
no.
you really never know where you can really meet someone, right? Like it doesn't mean that just because like this particular site or dating app is known for something, then that doesn't mean that it won't end up romantically, for life, forever, right? And then
Yeah.
Yes.
so we have and then of course Dylan said tactical gaming, our gamer friend right here said, or you get women looking for a sugar daddy or just a hookup, which isn't my thing. I never understood hookups and one night stands. Why do you think that nowadays a lot of people go to dating apps for hookups or one night stand? Why do you think so?
I think it's, I mean, in my opinion, it's because like sexuality and owning your sexuality is not as taboo as before. Women are encouraged to own their bodies, like be like and then just be sexual and not like be scared that they're sexual beings as well. So I feel like in that type of aspect, like I know a lot of like younger kids where I work with, well not kids, but like to me they're kids. That just like they go to online dating just to hook up so that they can just experience life and have fun. And I feel like for them, at least like that part that they want to experience and have fun, it's good and it's healthy. And there's also a lot of ways for you not to contract STI. So I think that's why it's a lot better now and easier.
Now,
I think
that's
I
actually
think online is helps it become more instant. That's why it becomes like a place for hookups as well.
Yes.
and yes, Ate Sonia?
It became more accessible to everything. So it became easy. It became easy for people to do and what they want to fulfill their fantasies.
Would you also agree that the sugar baby and sugar daddy actually increased more through online dating? Who agrees and who
Yes.
doesn't agree? How about to our viewers? Do you agree, guys, that like because of online dating, more sugar babies actually appeared and more sugar daddies, vice versa, have appeared?
Ooh. For me, as I said, accessibility. It became so easy to hook up, to meet up to your. Aside from it's so sad that it was used for love relationship, but now it just made more broadened. So nagkaroon ng sugar daddies. Any fantasies, anything that you want to fulfill. It really broadened. So yeah, it
I think
it
so.
can
I'm
exist.
curious. I'm curious because in your Japan days, of course, online dating and online apps are not yet available. Do you think if online apps and dating were available at that time, like sugar babies and sugar daddies would be more accessible online or in person?
For me, I like I enjoyed those moments because it was the thrill. It was the thrill of meeting people physically and having your own mysteries. Because
Yeah.
in when we became in online, of course, you're on guard. Everybody knows where you are, what you do. So you mean the mystery is missing already.
Mm.
Mm.
So that's
But
Wow.
but
excitement.
Yeah, the excitement, the looking forward after the missing of we'll have it. Okay, we call it. Okay, I'll meet you in next week. You know, the mystery, the waiting for meeting
There's
your loved one. Yes,
there's something
the
for them
excite.
to work for more.
Yes,
As,
yes,
and
work
as they
for
say,
more.
exactly, like guys usually would be more interested in someone when they work for something. And of course, like I guess like
Yes,
that's one of the disadvantages of like online dating, where everything is like an instant, like swipe left or swipe right, as you said.
yes,
Um,
instant. So
by the way,
that's it.
guys, if you're enjoying our conversation, can you please support us and press the X for a while? And can you also please press the thumbs up right here? Okay. And then after
Well,
that,
well,
go back to the live chat.
well, because
Okay,
I'm enjoying our conversation tonight, I'm gonna click my thumbs up.
there you
Oh.
go. Okay,
And go
now
back to the
we
live
actually
chat so
have
I can see.
one of our viewers, of course, are actually very dear friends in our community chat room. Tactical Gaming, of course, a very successful gamer on YouTube. Dylan said, I have always believed that sex, especially for me, since I haven't done it yet, wouldn't mean as much if you don't really have some sort of feelings for each other. See, it's so nice that we still have like hopeless romantics around, such as Dylan. Well, Dylan, good for you. Now, well, we're just so you know, we're like keep up that reserve it for that special someone, and I'm sure someday you're gonna meet that person. And then Jared said, Life in Plastic, our successful Barbie channel person, said, for sure it's easier nowadays to meet people and make specific arrangements, right? There you go. And then Salmon is my color said, absolutely, it's time consuming trying to hustle men online. You could be upfront in what you want and need, and if they don't agree, thank you, next. There you
Ah,
go.
thank you,
Like
Max.
no means next for some
Thank you.
people.
Thank you.
So now, my next question is, would you say that online dating is really worth it? What do you guys think?
I think so. I mean, again, speaking for me, it's worth it. I mean, I think especially for trans women, it's like not easy to find somebody. So I think all the venues, at least when I was single, it's like almost like all the venues that I can meet somebody. I was very open to, and I met my partner through it, so it's worth it.
Yes, for
Oh,
me, it's everything is worth it. For love, it's worth it. For religion, it's everything is worth it. Go lang, go nang go.
how about you, Lee? What do you think? Is it worth it?
Seriously,
Why not?
serious.
I mean, no, I'm just like, why not? I feel like just to sum everything up, it's just like really like we're moving and we're changing and we're progressing. And as far as dating is concerned, that's a sort of progress from before. It might be taboo to some, but it's still progress. So I feel like, yeah, it's worth it. Like anything that's progressive is worth it.
It's worth it.
So
It's like
now, yes, Ate
Because you're
Sonia, go
worth it.
ahead.
because you're worth it.
Mhm. Okay, my next question is this. Um, can a person fall in love with someone without meeting them? What do you guys think?
Yes. 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 I believe in that. I believe in
Why do you
that.
think
I
so,
believe in
Adisonia?
that.
What is your belief in your answer? What is the backup to your answer?
My backup in my answer is even before without online dating, you write letters to your loved ones, to your
Yeah, pen
boyfriends, to
pal.
your girlfriends. Yes, pen pal. It started with pen pal and they haven't met. Diba? The mail order bride. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Diba?
And then there's
Right.
phone pal
Yeah,
also.
so it
Remember with phones?
phone pal,
Landline.
pen pal, telegram. So if it worked before, why not now? It is as I said, accessibility is is easier now. As you said, the progression. So yes, yes, it worked
Did you
on
ever
blind
have a pen
people.
pal and phone pal?
I did.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
I did. I did. I experienced that.
Like
I
snail
experienced
mail.
that. Snail mail every 2 weeks you receive mail. Lalo na yung may boyfriend ako sa Pilipinas and I am Japan. Every 2 weeks I have letters arriving.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
di
that's so
ba? Yes.
romantic.
It is
Those are actually
receiving letters is, I miss that. Di ba?
yeah,
We miss that. Mm-mm.
those are the good times because like we really can like have a physical memory of like the love experience that you've had with that person. It's always nice to have like that box, and you open that box and you can just read so many love letters and can actually see your past through the letters written to you. How about you, Lee? What do you think?
What was the question?
Can a person fall in love with someone without meeting them?
I mean, to each his own. So yes, it's possible. But then, like for me, I I'm very self-aware, and I know what I want. And I've been jaded so many times now that like for me, it takes a while for me to actually love somebody, and it takes a long time for me to establish that this is somebody that I want to spend my time and effort with, because I know that my time and my effort is worth a lot, and I can do a lot of beautiful things with my efforts. So like that's why for me, I believe I can't just fall in love with somebody online. I might fall in love with the thought of that person, or like my, like, what do you call this, like just like the image that I painted in my head with that person, but not exactly with the person, because I haven't experienced them physically. And I don't mean sex, although I would want that too.
Ah, well, I think one great thing about that is that there's always this longing of being with a person. But while you're waiting for that longing to being with this person physically, the relationship that you build through your mental relationship with that person, using your minds, your thoughts, conveying what you feel in your heart, a combination of what you think and what you feel before meeting them in person, that's can what make it beautiful, right? By the way, can everyone say hi to Alexa? She's our very good friend from
Hi,
Costa Rica.
Alexa. Hi,
Yes.
hola. Hola, mi amiga.
Hola. Hola.
Okay, now let's read some of the comments. Life in Plastic said, Jared said, I think it's worth it. It's a great way to explore options. And right now, I think as time passes by, there's more options that actually pop up, right? There's more dating apps, there's more options. And right now, there's more inclusivity in everything. So definitely, there's a lot of great things happening, especially for the LGBTQ community as well. Okay, now, Badass Video said, I'd actually like to know where to go that works. I've tried Bumble and Plenty of Fish. It didn't work. I'm 43. It's time for me to find someone. You know what? Nathan, we're going to put it out there. You're going to find someone. But the thing is, you should not stop. You just need to keep on going. As they say, there's a lot of fishes in the sea. And unfortunately, sometimes we need to kiss a lot of frogs before we finally meet that person, right? Okay, now,
Kokak.
so now, what do you guys think of? Was there ever a time that you've actually met someone from online and then you met them in person and they did not look like how you were envisioning them? And how did you react to that situation? Who wants to go first? Okay, I'll answer that question since nobody wants to answer. Well, as for me, I think the fact that the person actually exerted effort, sometimes even if it's hard, this has happened to me a few times. I just try to take the moment to just be civil and give an opportunity for me to at least get to know that person. Because at the end of the day, that person is still a person. And if that person some way somehow misleaded him in order for him to meet you, then that's his problem. As they say sometimes, like the charity work, you know. So at that moment, it's like I still spent time with them, talked with them, even if it was hard. And after that, I would ask questions though. Why suddenly they were not like the same person as who they perceived themselves to be before I met them? And I said that I'm not mad. It's just that I just want to know why. Because at the end of the day, there's always someone for everyone. So there. That's basically how I do it. I still give a little bit of time to get to know that person. But sometimes instead of dinner, I would just say, let's just have coffee or a drink.
So Lee looks like she had like a reaction that's very. So what's your experience?
No, I learned to safeguard myself with people like that. Like I as I said, I'm jaded. So like now you can actually video chat with somebody before meeting them. That's mostly what I do. And in the case like they still don't really look exact like because like seeing somebody in person can totally be different from seeing somebody like even in video because like you could still present your best foot forward or you can like show features that highlight your like camera trickery or
Yeah.
whatever and filters and whatnot. So basically like for me it just depends on my day and on my mood.
So
I
what
have
did you
to
do?
be
What was the
real
worst thing
here.
that you did?
The worst is just to say like I need to go or have like a friend text me. I've done that where like I'll ask a friend to text me and say like, hey, you know what? A friend's calling me, they're in trouble. But like
Yeah.
I think that's protocol though for everyone because like I feel like you still really need a way out, especially if you feel like you're in danger.
So have you
So like
bluntly told somebody that you're not the person in the picture, I'm leaving?
no, I haven't, but I've texted friends so that they can call me so I can have an excuse to leave.
Yeah.
And like luckily for me it hasn't happened that often because of the fact that I'm so careful with
Okay to
like
be careful.
stuff
So
like
I
that.
actually met somebody before that it's a different photo that he used. But it's kind of on the same caliber in terms of how they look. And then they did explain it right away that I didn't use my real photo. It's because I'm protecting my identity from online. So at least I think in a way, even though it's not his picture, it's still not too misleading if they're because I get what it means. Does that make sense to
Yeah,
you guys? Yeah.
for sure. I mean, like even with us, like I can put a picture that's like 5 years, it's still me. Or like 10 years ago, it's still me. I mean, I could look snatched, super snatched 10 years ago, and it's like could be my favorite picture. I'm like, I'm
So do
catfishing,
you
but at least
use
it's still
pictures
me.
from 5 years ago from online dating? Oh,
Of
let's
course,
let's tell the truth. Anybody has
of course,
pictures?
I haven't changed. My face hasn't changed.
Well, I think as long as you basically look like the pictures from before, if there's not much of a drastic change, I think you can still use your pictures. You get what I mean? At the end of the day, because it needs to be relevant. So if it still looks relevant and it's not like as if it's like there's a big difference, I actually think that is totally fine. And so how about you, Ate Sonia? What's your take on that?
Well, from the dating thing, yes, I had experiences that I've said na let's have coffee and talk. Just be nice, very casual. Don't be rude, because even though disappointing, be nice. That's the golden rule. And I think, as Miss Lee said, even before, just tell your friend after 10 minutes, call me or text me so I can leave. I think that's the nicest thing. Just don't say no. You're not the person in the picture. Oh my God, diba? Because that's not nice. Just be nice. And of course, pictures. Of course, put your best picture. Yung your strongest one that you can invite people na, wow, I want to date this. I want to know this person. Napaka beautiful, diba? So why not? It's you. You have to, as I said, best foot forward. It's online. 'Di ba? Give it all, 'di ba?
Right.
Show your, and of course be careful and protect yourself. Yan lang,
Okay.
that's all.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Ate Sonia. I want to read what Alexa, our friend from Costa Rica, said. I think it's a bit relevant to this question as well as the previous question. She said, I don't think that's a possibility since you need time to get to know someone by dating and to get to know each other. more than anything, I think before you meet someone, one great thing really is to get to know the person, right? So at least once you get to meet the person in person, hopefully a little bit of that disappointment, but just because you got to know the person, some way, somehow, a little bit of forgiveness in your heart will be given to that person. At the end of the day, as long as you are not the one fooling the person, then I think that you are being the bigger person. So, but then again, my tip there is that whenever you meet someone, always meet the person in a public place, in a public setting, just so that you are safe. There you go. And Tactical Gaming said, my ex looked how she did in her pictures, and we did date for 3 years off and on. But it just wasn't good because she lived with her parents and she let them run her life, and she was also very selfish. And then, so basically, what do you guys think of dating someone who still lives with their parents? What's your take on that?
You know what I heard on the radio, that some guys, they use that as an excuse for the girls that they date. If they're not interested with the girl, they would say that I live with my parents. But my take on that is, I mean, I'm already 39, so if I'm dating somebody who still lives with their parents, I will have to see why. Because if they're the successful one and their parents live with them, versus they are still dependent on their parents, then it's kind of it depends.
Mm-hmm.
Ate Sonia.
Sonia, did you want to say something?
Yes. As just Angel said, I have to know why. If you're already on 39, you're working, you're successful, why are you living with your parents? Why not be on your own? So just it. So if it's still a baby with the mom and the parents, then I don't need to take care of another baby. I'm here for a boyfriend, a husband, not a baby. I'm sorry. Go.
No.
Mm.
What if the house is in Bel Air? What if the house is in Bel Air?
Well, buy a house in Bel Air. Buy a house of your own in Bel Air.
How about you, Lee? What's your take on that? What's your answer to that if someone still lives with their parents?
I think that's geographical. Depends where you are in the world. Because in some countries, it's what you call this. It's custom for you to still be with your parents for a while until you have are ready to establish your own roots and create your own family. And even in the Philippines, I believe a lot of people still stay with their parents after you have a family. So I think with that one, it's just geographical. It depends on your culture. For us here in the US, we're taught to be people are taught to be independent at a very early age. So I feel I agree with Angel when it comes to the reasoning why they're still with their parents. Because at the same time, you're gonna have to date their parents while you're dating them because they're in the same house. So I mean, there's an added layer to it right away.
Well, my take on that would be, I would say, I love the saying to each his own, or every situation is different and special. I've talked to a lot of people that they take care of their elders, their loved ones, and I do respect that. I think that's very admirable. And I actually think personally for me, I don't think it's a problem as long as I can actually see that this person is actually responsible, has a good disposition in life, and really is thinking sometimes more beyond himself. And that's the reason why perhaps he's living with his parents. I mean, one of my ex-boyfriends actually, it's because he was taking care of his mom, but I got to meet his mom. His mom is actually an amazing woman, and for me, I think that's really nice when someone really is so much into family. So again, depends on the reason, but then again, as long as the person is responsible and can stand on their own, but just because they really need to be the provider for the family, I'm also okay for that, because that actually goes the same with my culture, right? Okay.
So it means among all of us, it's it really depends on the person. So there's a chance.
Okay, now we actually have like some comments here. So Baddest Video said, I always tell the truth. I figure women always like honesty, even when I'm picky about certain things. And he said, I actually moved in my mother's house to help her financially, paying her rent and all that. That's very admirable, Nathan. Just so you know, that's why we love
Yeah.
you and we are here as
See, that's
your
what
dear
we mean. Like, you know,
sisters. Exactly. And then Tactical Gaming said, Dylan said, well, I'm always upfront about me living with my grandmother. I don't keep that hidden. And I have always said that my grandmother will always come first over any relationship or potential relationship. Well, I agree with you, Dylan. You know, just like with all of us, you know, we would do anything for our parents and, you know, for our elders because, you know what, they provided for us. Now it's time for us to provide for them. And as we say, nobody is left behind, even the elders. By the way, hello to Don Trell Aloysius Bishop. He said, yo,
hello.
bet none of you all pack in more than me. And then Alexa, our dear friend, said, unfortunately, in my country, still exists ignorance and a lot of maleness. Due to that, for most of trans people, it's difficult to be in a serious relationship. Oh my God, I totally agree with you, Alexa, but don't lose hope. You know, I mean, that's the reason why we have a sense of community, just for you to know that you are not alone. Who knows, one day, you know what, you might find the love of your life. And that's the one great thing about online dating as well, is that it doesn't limit you to your community. It doesn't limit you to your country. You can actually meet people from all over the world. I've actually personally known some people who actually were petitioned by their boyfriends who became their fiance, who are now successfully married to their husbands through meeting them online overseas. So there's always hope for everyone. Now, I want to ask, so what is your advice then? I want to ask to all of you, Ate Sonia, Lee, and Angel, and of course, I'll give my personal thoughts about your take on online dating. So whatever advice it is that you have when it comes to how to do online dating. So who wants to go first? Ate Sonia, would you like to go first since you have full of wisdom when it comes to dating as well?
Well, my tips on online dating, as well, the only thing is just be careful of who you talk to and as I said, get to know the person and just be on focus of who he is. He might be or he might be not, because you cannot tell. But of course, let people know who are you. If you're, as you said, as you after the online talking and chatting, you go to the physical dating. You have to let people know who are you are meeting and where you are. So it's a possibility. It may not. It may progress, but enjoy the moment. Enjoy that online chatting and dating before it goes to another step. Because after the honeymoon, then the real serious thing comes. So just be careful and enjoy, and that's all. And I've said I don't want to marry a baby, but of course, if that guy has responsibilities, go with your parents. I can find love to another guy. So family matters. Family is important.
Oh, we love that.
Yes.
By the way, hello to our very dear friend, our mentor, and our big brother, Sir Ron from Philly. Please say hi
Hi,
to
Sir
Sir Ron. And
Ron.
please say
Hi.
hi to our very dear friend, Miss Judy Carnival. And I actually love what she said. You can actually live near to your parents' house. That's a good
Yeah,
one as well.
actually.
You know, living in like close proximity so that you can actually be close to them. You know, like almost like 24/7. Hi, Ate Rondina, nice to see you here. And
Hi, Auntie
then
Rosina.
mhm. Okay, and now Lee, would you like to say what your advice is when it comes to like online dating?
Oh, first, before I give my advice, let me address what Alexa said. And I do agree, like there in the Latino culture, there's a lot of machismo. So I feel bad that you have to deal with that. I've dealt with it as well. So I really empathize with you, and I'm sorry you feel that way. If you need any help, go ahead and DM me. I don't mind giving you help and resources like Lit Girl. Lit Girl is a good resource so that it would be educational, especially the um cis straight men because they talk about toxic masculinity, and we all have to experience that one way or the other and take care of their masculinity. My advice is, yeah, I feel like you really have to love yourself. I feel like that's number one, because in order for you to know what you need, it's not just what you want, but like you'll find out what you need when you love yourself. And you're gonna be stronger when it comes to when you experience hardships, because it's not gonna be easy. Like anything, it's just not gonna be you're gonna face difficulties with it. It can be, you can be lucky and just like not have difficulties with it, but there are also instances that you will have difficulties with it. So just make sure that you love yourself, gird your loins, and have fun with it, try to be safe and have fun with it.
Oh, I love that. And hi to our very good friend, Ate Rondina, as well. And then
Yes,
Alex said,
Rondina.
that's amazing. I'd like to move in another country. I think it's going to be more opportunity to find true love. We would be so happy for you, Alexa. Don't give up on the dream. Don't give up on the hope. It will happen. We are your sisters. You know where to reach us. I have the same handle in my Instagram as well as my Facebook Messenger. Okay, Angel, do you want to go first with the tips on how to do online dating, or do you want me to go first?
For tips for me, I think you should take time to do like your profile, to choose the pictures that you want to show, like at least to showcase who you really are. And in terms of people messaging you, try to respond when you have time to respond, rather than just responding for the sake of responding, because sometimes you miss some messages along the way when you do it like that, and then you don't go back to the message, and then it becomes hard. So I think the main thing is treat online dating as serious as real dating, so that you can actually show yourself more as the real you, and that people will also take time to show their real self and for you to see them.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Well, let's read some comments as well. Look at that. Like so many, like this is such a smart group today. Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much from everyone. And look, so Judy Carnival said, invest time and emotions more when you already bonded and experienced each in person. Also, the 4 C's: communication, consistency, commitment, and chemistry. Wow,
Yeah,
what a perfect
I
way
love
to
that.
almost like wrap everything up, right? As for me, my take on this would be live in the moment. I mean, tomorrow is not guaranteed for everyone. What we have today is what we can take control of. Sometimes we always look ahead, not realizing that what we need, what we want, is right in front of us. Let's always make sure that the people who are important to us, the people that we love, know how much they mean to us and how much they are dear to us. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to have the could have, would have, and should have. So whether that be on dating or relationships you may have with your friends, family, or romance, that's my best advice. Yes. So,
Yes.
okay. So now, anyone who wants to promote something, Ate Sonia, can you please promote yourself?
Yes, before I have this Japanese quote that I've been really saving for this online dating episode. It is called wabi sabi. Wabi sabi. It is the reality appreciation of things, the imperfect, the impermanent, and incomplete. It is the beauty of things and simple in nature. It is the beauty of things unrefined and unconventional. Wabi sabi. And with that, you can catch me on Sonia the Only One on Instagram and my Facebook page. Thank you so much. And love wins, as they said. You can find love in any aspects, physical or online. Thank
Yes.
you.
Lee, can you please promote yourself, Miss J. Harley Talks?
Yeah, go and subscribe, Miss J Harley Talks. we have Charot Room there. We actually just filmed something and we talked about Biden. So if you're very political, go ahead and watch our take on
Listen.
the 46th president. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Aw.
Oh, and watch Kinsiju movie. It talks about the repairing of ceramic things, and it talks about relationship. Kinsiju. I'll
Yeah.
forward you the link.
Oh, and
Okay.
your Channel 5 show. Promote
Oh my
it.
God, yes, nakakaloka. Hindi naman nila birthday. Yes, thank you so much. It nakakaloka. So thank you. It is on TV5. So every Saturday, 6 p.m. So I'm just a guest. I was a guest there with lots of friends also. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Congratulations,
you,
Ate Sonia.
thank you, thank you,
Congratulations.
So
thank
happy
you.
for you. By the way, again, guys, please don't forget to press the thumbs up. So before I actually like give my advice, basically, or my final thoughts to promote, again, please don't forget, please support as well my channel, AllyCat Castle on YouTube, where I actually do a lot of makeup reviews. I actually just like posted the Ipsy unbagging or unboxing yesterday, so that's still available, you know. And then I also want to say, you are beautiful no matter what they say. Because you are beautiful no matter what they say. There you go. How about you? Back to you, Angel.
Thank you, Christine Aguilera, for that. Well, uh, obviously subscribe here at Transistors TV. We have like daily 1 minute shorts every Sunday, like this time around. So please join us. It's 6 p.m. Los Angeles time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and 10 o'clock in the morning in Manila. And for this week, I want to thank Miss Young Chavez for not forgetting about me. I was interviewed for the Filipino channel, Balitang America, for being a nurse and my experience in the vaccines and being in the entertainment industry. So thank you very much for remembering me. So for those who haven't seen that, Kuya Ram actually posted, like he recorded it from TV. It's on his Facebook, and yeah. So please watch, Balitang America, the Filipino channel, because they support people like me too.
Oh, and wait,
Yeah.
before
Congratulations,
Thank you.
congratulations,
congratulations, Angel. So happy
congratulations.
for you. Yes, as like
Thank
as a
you.
frontliner, as a nurse, um, definitely have to watch your story about her experience being vaccinated twice already. And then Sir Ron said, "I met the love of my life in person as a teenager, and we got married as teens. As a senior citizen and a widower, I tried it once, and she was after my massive amount of retirement. Ha ha ha! Fooled her." So
Oh my
yes,
God, I'm
see,
sorry.
sorry, Saron, but Saron is actually a very smart guy. And thank you so much again, Saron, for supporting the Trans Sisters TV. And also, Badass Video said, don't forget to do Cityscapes shorts as well. So there you go. So again, to all of
Yes.
you, thank you so much for being with us. And please let us know in the comments also what other topics you would like us to cover aside from online dating. Because at the end of the day, this is a community for all of us where we get to share every Sunday our thoughts, our feelings on a very important topic. Because at the end of the day, this is for all of us. No one is left behind, and everyone is a brother, a sister, and an ally here on Transistors TV, bringing
Miss
communities
TV.
together.
TV.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye. I want to
Bye,
thank you so
everyone.
much,
Bye, bye,
Kasambahay on
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you.
TV5. Thank
Please leave your
you.
comment. Please leave your
Transistor.
comment and like this
And
video.
like this video, don't forget, okay?